All right, I'm not looking forward to this video, but it's necessary. In this one, we're gonna go over the push-up. Now, the reason I'm not looking forward to this is because the push-up is one of the most aborted, god-awful fucking exercises that people fuck up on the internet. When you do it right, the push-up is awesome for just building some great relative body weight strength. If you got nothing else you can do, doing some push-ups will help keep you fit, sure. But 95% of people do them wrong. Push-up is basically like fucking bench press where everyone wants to brag about their number, but the quality is shit. If someone is saying that they do 20 good reps of push-ups, I'm like, okay, maybe, right? Are you really getting a full range of motion? Is your core staying tight the whole time? Or are you just like kind of sagging in the hips? Like, how good is it? When people say they did 50, I'm like, yeah, no, you didn't. I guarantee you fucked that up. So point being, everyone goes for like number porn on this one and they fuck the technique up, so they leave a lot on the table. So there's some key principles to keep in mind with the push-up is one, you need to be holding a hard style plank the entire time. Practice your hard style plank, practice a little hollow body work, right? Your glutes, your quads, your abs, especially your abs, need to be engaged. If that low back is sagging, right, and you're seeing a little dip, little valley where that low back is, it means that your hip flexors are doing the work to try to keep your hips high, but your abs are completely shut off, right? We've lost that full body connection. So we're losing a good chunk of what is helpful for the exercise. Other things are range of motion, which means that your shoulder needs to get below your elbow. So if we're coming down, that elbow needs to be higher than the shoulder to signify you're in the bottom position. Really simple, right? Touching your chest to the ground doesn't really work in my opinion. I think that's kind of a dumb metric because most people, in order to do that, they sacrifice like arching their head up or they kick their ass up to try to puff their chest out so they don't smash their nose off the ground. So to me, that's kind of like a dumb way to do it. Elbow higher than the shoulder, easy enough. You know, if you want to touch your chest to the ground, fantastic. And then at the top, your arms have to be locked out. If your arms aren't locked, then you didn't finish the fucking rep. Other thing is that your forearms should be vertical the entire time. If you're doing proper pressing, your forearms are always straight up and down, vertical. That's it. Doesn't matter whether you're doing a bench press, an incline press, an overhead press, a push-up, forearm is always vertical when you're doing a press. It is working against gravity. If it is not directly opposed to gravity, parallel to gravity, whatever, in line, however you want to refer to it, if that forearm is not vertical one way or another, you're doing something wrong. That's it. So if you can abide by those principles, the push-up is a great thing to work on your fitness with. You could throw a bunch of them in between exercises just to get some extra work in. Personally, I don't use them a lot unless I need to have someone who needs to lose a lot of body weight, right? If they got to lose weight, then a push-up is awesome because it's moving their body around. And like with, we talk about in the chin-up and pull-up videos, as well as some of our like single leg stuff like pistols and lunges and whatnot. Anything where you're moving your body around, right? And your body weight is the resistance. Your body naturally wants to get rid of fat more because, that's why you don't see like guys who can do a shit ton of body weight reps of like pull-ups, even if it's like not great reps. There's not a lot of people that can do a lot of even decent pull-ups and push-ups and do a pistol squat that are fat because their body just won't let them do that if they have a bunch of extra fat on them. So your body's signaling to itself, hey, we got to drop some of this extra baggage because what we're being told to do, we are not built for. And your body will adapt to the imposed demands that you place upon it. Said principle, this is just science. So yeah, if you got to lose a bunch of weight, then a push-up might work for you, right? Now, if your belly gets in the way, raise your hands up so you're not tagging that stomach off the ground. But point being, for the most part, once you hit 10 good quality controlled reps, which means a controlled eccentric down, controlled explosive, right? Firm, strong, press up. Past that, you're really not going to get much out of it. You really won't. You're not going to get super strong from it. You're not going to build a shit ton of muscle from it. And if you're doing thousands of reps, you're more likely to blow out your bicep tendon or fuck something up in your shoulder than you are to, again, get strong or build muscle. If you have nothing else that you can do, yes, do those. But at a certain point, if you want to keep progressing your push-up, you're going to move on to a one-arm push-up or a one-arm, one-leg push-up. That's where the actual strength is going to be built, not with just two-handed push-ups. So now that we've got that soapbox rant out of the way, let's go over how do we do a proper push-up. The way that we're going to do this is we're going to start by laying down on the ground. Now from here, we are going to walk our arms back until our forearms are vertical. We are not going way out to the side here. Our thumbs should be almost touching the base of our ribs. Now you'll notice my shoulders want to roll forward here. I want to roll my shoulders back, pack into my lats some. My feet aren't going to be touching. They're going to go slightly out to the side, just a little bit wider than my shoulders. Now the reason for this is that this lets us activate our glutes by rolling our heels out, gets our abs fired up a little bit more, and it readies us for the progression into one-arm push-ups, which if you're doing a shit ton of push-ups, you should be working towards. From here, we are going to cobra our way up. So cobra stretch here, and then come on up. Now this is the top of our push-up position, just like we'd be doing some shoulder taps. I'm gonna brace my abs, crush my glutes, and you'll notice my body creates a straight line from my head down to my feet. I'm gonna pull myself down and press up. Like so. Now you'll notice I'm getting a full range of motion all the way down and all the way up. My abs are staying tight. My hips are not sagging like this. We're not doing partial reps, none of this bullshit. We're not up here, kind of dipping our nose. Like we're trying to fucking go down and bob on some dick. Like everything is tight. If you do it right, 5 reps like I just did, it should have you kind of out of breath. Because there's a tremendous amount of tension that is being held by your entire body, your legs, your glutes, your abs, your lats. You're pulling yourself down into your lats and then pressing up. So when done properly, yes, a push-up will work your entire body. Again, 5 to 10 reps. If you're getting more than 10 reps, time to move on. Like move on. You can add some weight to it if you really want to. But at the end of the day, best bet for you, start working towards that one-arm push-up progression, which we'll detail in a later video. Yeah, and that's it, man. There's the push-up. Please don't go fuck it up, because that's just going to irritate me, and I'll think less of you. Catch you in the next video.